So good morning to all of you guys. Let's talk about some CDL and break it down. We had some crazy stuff versus Seattle Surge, right, with the replay, and then they ended up getting slammed. So we'll talk about that a little bit. We had a pretty good match between Ultra and then Thieves. That was kind of a weird one, how hot Ultra started, and then obviously some in between as well. I think we had 2-2-3s as well in there, right? I think the in between matches were both game 5s. So we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to analyze, and let's get into it. So yeah, yesterday to start off, we obviously had the Seattle match, and now the weird thing with the Seattle match was that replay, right? So let's look at the keys to victory first. Let's talk about them, see if what we think about them, and after that, we'll go into that restart and stuff like that. Yo, Goat Kid Chico, thank you very much. I appreciate that 2 months. Thank you. All right, keys to victory: Seattle Surge. Win the rotation battle in Hardpoint. Seattle's the first in rotation win percentage, and Florida is the second. Okay, so yeah, rotating in Hardpoint's important. Yes, yes. Early caps and control leads to offensive success. Second in offense round win percentage. First in average time left after the first cap. Okay. Let Florida ban Desert Siege to get the maps you want. Both teams auto veto so far. Okay. All right. So yeah, Desert Siege so you can get the search and destroys you want. I see. And then where's the keys of victory for Florida Mutineers? Improve setups in Hardpoint. Hold percentage is 10th. Have a game plan to counter Seattle's quick plans, planting 80% of the time. First place, and an S&D turnaround starts with Vivid, 1-4 record with a .58 KD. Yeah, so obviously you don't want someone doing that bad in Search and Destroy. Obviously that probably leads from them playing the game the wrong way. What up, Johnny? How you doing, baby? But I'm sure things are going the wrong way. I think their biggest thing in Florida Mutineers is just improving hardpoint setups and stuff, man. Like, that Florida team gets a lot of kills, and they don't do a lot with them, in my opinion. So when that team learns how to do more with their kills, I think they'll be a little bit better. So I think, that kind of goes hand in hand with improving setups in hardpoint, because obviously when they're getting kills, they're not being useless. I mean, they're not being useful, and then not useful kills leads to getting broken, right? So, yeah, all right. Those are decent keys, nothing wrong with them. Let's see. Going forward to here for this first match. Do we have vetoes before the match starts? It doesn't look like we do. No. All right. Bocage. So we're going to skip through this really quick because, as you guys all know, the first map, when did Vivid lag out? I want to see how far he was away for. Let's see. I want to get your guys' opinions on this. I want to get you guys' takes on this and all that. All right, so Vivid 0-0 here. All right, so he lags that he's gone. I want to see how long. Someone said he lagged out for 12 seconds. I feel like that's bullshit. All right, ready? Vivid's number 1. Vivid dies. Wait. Oh, it said Skies turns into number 1. That just tripped me out. I'm sorry. So Vivid dies, and then ready? Okay. So right here, he is gone. All right, let's see. Let's see. So at 15:20, when does he get back in? At 15:20, he lagged out. All right, so it's 12 seconds. So everyone that was saying 12 seconds yesterday is just a straight up liar. And this entire time, they're running up the points, and now they're never going to break this hill. Seattle has a full setup, but Seattle's a full setup, and with 3 people, you're never going to break this hill. This is just impossible. Wait, he's back. When did he come back? When does he spawn in? As soon as that skull goes away. So he was out for 30 seconds. He was out for 30 seconds. All right. This is my thing. This is my take. He was out for 30 seconds. Clearly that's unfair. If you were out for 30 seconds on Bocage, Seattle got the freest seconds of their entire lives. Could they have gotten it without him? Maybe. They had a full setup, but you guys know how Bocage is. Anything can fucking happen. You can't do the coulda, shoulda, woulda things. Whatever. My take on this is as soon as he lags out, Vivid says to the ref, "Yo, I lagged out," and then the ref should see that it was 130 or 130 game or whatever, and it should just be ended right there. It should be ended right there. Like, plain and simple. Because, so what you just said, Bocage, Florida's 10 points, so, yeah, if the game was, they probably would end up winning. Listen, I agree with you, but at the end of the day, too, it's not even like, you know, they would have ended up winning by those points and technically, like, all, like, speaking like that. It's just the point of, like, when you have 4 people on the map, for example, when, like, you know, they were rotating and all that stuff, like, it's easier to rotate with 4 people. It's easier to break with 4 people. It's just, like, the whole entire flow of the game changes. Your team's vibes change because you're literally playing a man down. Like, everything gets chalked so much more than just those points and, like, you know, speaking in technicality. So, like, or, yeah, speaking, like, you know, technically, sorry. But, like, it's, like, so everything just changes. So, in my opinion, my take for this is just all they had to do, they should have, like, a ruling to end that. They should have a ruling to end that. It's it was even. It was even. So going back 30 seconds here. Ready? It's an even game right here. Yes, Seattle has a full setup, so they probably would have got the initial 10. But it's an even game, and right here the game should end. Ready? This is how this should go. Vivid dies, lags out. Yo, what the fuck? I got a dev error? Yo, ref, I lagged out. Yo, ref, I lagged out. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'm not in the game anymore. And then the ref should look at the score and be like, all right, end the game. If you could pause it and then start it again, obviously that's, I don't think we can do that. I don't think we have a pause feature. Do we have a pause feature? Does anyone in the CDL, does anyone in the COD community know if we have an actual pause feature? I think I saw it once last year and no one even knew we had it. And I don't think I ever saw it again. Do we have a pause feature? Who knows, right? But I feel like it's never been like an official thing. But regardless, right there, this game should have been ended. Because the issue for me now is here. You go all the way to the end, right? You go all the way to the end, and now Seattle wins. But now, like, you know, Seattle thinks this is, if you're a player in the league and you play it out, usually you think you win. So now Seattle's obviously like, all right, fuck yeah, we won the game. Obviously that kind of sucks, but you know, we got the win. They're not Seattle, and for speaking for Lamar personally, like he's a friend of mine. Accuracy is not one to be like weird and try and take the win. Like accuracy probably 100% said like, yo, like, yeah, that was fucking stupid. I guess like we replay. But at the same time, when you win that map, no matter what you say, like you're like, damn, we just won that shit. Now we got to replay it. And it was a close ass match. You know what I mean? So yeah, Seattle probably loses a little full mentally. So that whole thing sucks. So I just don't think it should have got to this point. My issue with this whole entire thing is it getting to this point and now being replay is really shitty. It's a shitty ruling. Even the manager of Florida literally said that too. Like Ogre 2 said the same thing either. Like he was like, I actually kind of don't like that we're replaying this after this is over. Like it's kind of shitty for Seattle. But at the end of the day, Florida definitely deserves a fair chance to win. So I'm on the side of replaying. I just think they replayed at the wrong time. I don't know if you guys agree with that. That's just my take. They should have replayed. It was obviously a fair replay, and you know Seattle got slammed after, so it is what it is. But it definitely sucks that they let the whole entire game play out and then replayed. That's my opinion. I think the game should have been ended. Period. Done. Yeah. Because then they replay this, and then we can skip through this map, because after they replay this, I'm pretty sure, where is it? Like at a point, yeah, like right here, bro. If you're stuck in this situation on Bocage, this is not an easy fucking comeback. There's some static sometimes. You hear it again? Please don't tell me there's static, dude, Patty. There shouldn't. Oh no, you do hear the static because it's the lo-fi music. It's the lo-fi music, Patty. There's like a little static in that. You want me to turn off the music, chat? I can turn off the music. Or Crowder has a lisp. I mean, sometimes I do. I've been told I had I've been told I've had one every once in a while, but I don't know. Are we good? Music's vibey? Alright, we're keeping the music on. I just feel like it gets too quiet sometimes when we're talking, you know, because I have no one else talking to me. Like, I don't have anyone else, like, you know, talking in the Discord. You guys know what I'm saying? Keep it on? Okay. Anyway, just making sure. Always want to make sure you guys are good. But yeah, so right here, when you're in this situation, it's really hard to come back. And then if you guys see at the end of this, like, Seattle kind of gets slammed. They almost come back, but it's a really tough comeback again. When you're in that hole in Bocage, it's very tough. It's actually kind of tippable that they made this closer than it was. But big highlights on this map. Look at Sib, 25 and 31, and look at Pred, 23 and 31. That doesn't happen often. They obviously, you know, that replay probably was chalked. This doesn't happen often. So, you know, give Seattle the benefit of the doubt here. I don't think this happens often yet. I think these two kids are incredible. They have an off game. If you have two of those players, especially like two of your main fucking slayers kind of check out there, it's tough. So a lot of pressure on them, but yeah, they lose it. Whatever. All right, here's the vetoes. Hardpoint, they got rid of Tuscan. Smart against Seattle. They get rid of Berlin. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess, because they want to play Bocage Tuscan for sure. Desert Siege, Bocage, and then Gavutu. So going to the next map here, dude, like, again, like Dave Patty starting off 6-0, like, dude, like these rounds, dude, this team just looks good. Why is Desert not viable? Well, the aim assist shit through the trains, and there's a lot of aim assist shit or issues like through the A side of the map where people don't like playing with it right now and playing against it and just it being there no matter kind of what. People still will play this map, just not as much. I really hope that map gets taken out completely and we get a replacement. I would rather play like Castle or other maps, to be honest, than that, but I don't know. Florida love this map set. No, they definitely do too. Like, yeah. But I don't think these maps are like anything crazy in my opinion. Just like in general, dude, Florida just looks like on form here after this. We actually warmed up Florida yesterday before they played this match. We'll take some credit. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, dude. Dave Patty starts off 6-0. This guy's frying. He's hitting the snipes. It just looks like Florida's on point. They're getting map control on these rounds. Like, there's not too much to watch here. This is just kind of a slam session here, dude, to be honest. Seattle just kind of gets off on the wrong foot, and then it just kind of gets mixy after that. Sib's getting hit markers. Everyone's losing full on the Seattle camp, dude. Even like stuff like this, dude. Like, look at Vivid really quick. Just like look at like them splitting the lanes and like Seattle trying to change things up, and everything Seattle changes here, Florida just brings it to him again. Like, look, dude, he literally goes to red room, hops out, and gets in this corner. No matter what Seattle does right now, Vivid's probably getting the first blood. Like, it's just, dude, it's just tough. They were playing really, really good COD. I think after the first map, Seattle checked out. So my take on that is maybe, but I don't like that. You should never be able to check out after map 1, no matter what. Obviously, it sucks what happened to them, but like as a professional team, you should never check out. I don't think a team with Lamar on it would check out mentally, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It definitely could have messed with them a little bit, but personally, I just think Seattle played bad today. I don't think that's a big deal. You know what I mean? I think Seattle played bad. Like, I don't want to say they checked out and like use that as like an excuse of like Florida winning only because they checked out. I just don't think Seattle played that good, and I think Florida did. You know what I mean? I think it was more or less like Florida played well, and when they play well, they can be good. I think Florida's very inconsistent. So Florida played well, and I don't think Seattle showed up today or yesterday, and that's what it was. I wouldn't say they checked out. Yeah, Civ had a 0.6, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think it happens, dude. Happens to everybody. Happens to everybody. All right, so skipping forward, they get slammed. Yeah. This isn't that fun of a match to watch, just because of it.
Two windows, one back alley. Okay, I'm trying to kill the kid back alley. I got him. Two windows.
I'll come with you guys.
I'm in the back. Wait, they P5 with me. I'll let P5.
I'm seeing back alley, Mac.
I still
Back
have a
alley,
shot.
back alley,
I'm point. I heard you.
Close that. Dead.
I'm starting at point.
I'm getting on it.
This guy could be fine.
Ram, shooter, one shot on point.
Top flat weak. Top church race.
One shot in the back.
Regroup and go left.
I'm going left again. He's mid alley Vivid, okay? He's gonna play under
One
broken
push up
top
P5.
broken.
Push up. He ran to the
Okay,
side.
you two work P5 then.
I'm
He could
needing
be
him
low
to
wall
go.
on you, you heard?
Yeah, he probably is. I'm gonna drop low and clear it. I drop low.
One top church.
Okay.
I'm gonna go P1, okay?
Top church to window.
I don't think we're the best S&D team right now. S Madden. We still need to work on some stuff. We make too many mistakes to be considered the best S&D team, in my opinion.
He's stunned, go easy.
Windows, guys.
D1 Reese, D1
church.
D1 dead.
Almost windows. Windows on me. One more
Bottom
top,
stairs,
top,
Caesar.
top,
Bottom stairs, Caesar going top. No, he's playing his life. Going to ramp, maybe ramp.
Okay, okay.
I stuck
One
ramp.
spot at me.
Nice. Caesar was off spawn ramp area.
Top church, top
Dead.
church.
That was it.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm
All the rest of the
I'm flanking him. I'm flanking him.
I heard you,
Max
I heard you, I
out.
heard you. Top church.
This is a good listening.
Top church.
I go on this one.
Who would you say the best is right now? What, at SND? What do you want to know at SND? Alright, skipping forward. So Seattle wins their defense. Then they win their defense. Yeah, Seattle wins defense. Guys, Florida wins defense. And then Florida wins offense, right? So Florida wins this offense, and this is what it's like game, set, match. Watch.
To survive, only 4 lives remaining. You need to stay alive. It's one final push out of the Mutineers.
Power rankings at S&D? I mean, I just kind of look at stats right now. I will never consider us the best at S&D if we're not, like, obviously the best at S&D, you know what I mean? We could be the best at S&D. But yeah, sorry. I was looking at my chat. So it's like right here. So look, it's a 5v6. This is it right here. This push. Awakening fries him. That's a beautiful fucking shot out of Awakening. Holy shit. And then he drops into the hill. Those 2 kills lead to it to be 4-on-3, 13 seconds left. They stack the point. Like, that kill by Awakening was insane, dude.
It's a 4 versus 3. The Mutineers managed to fly into it. They are stacking it. It's going fast. Accuracy is flanking, but he's so far away.
Yeah.
It has to be done.
So right there, dude, it's just tough, dude. Like, you know, they lose this offense. They're kind of set up for failure after this, and then it's kind of chalk 3-1 for Florida. So there's not much you can, you know, do about that. Hold up. My bad. But, yeah, people are finally stacking. I don't know, dude. Stacking control's weird. Stacking on Tuscan is a little bit better than stacking on Gavutu, in my opinion. I think stacking in those scenarios on B is not that bad. It just really depends on the time of the game, the lives of the game. It's like, I don't know. I still don't know, like, the most consistent way. Because, like, if it's, like, a 20 to 20 lives and you stack bunk, like, if you get grenaded out of the hill and shit, like, it's just, like, tough without trophies to stack with 20-20 with, like a lot of time left. Like, it depends on, like, what the live situations are and stuff. I don't know. Just so weird. Thoughts on people abusing DS4 Windows? Bro, what? What does that even mean? But, alright. Moving on to the next match. It's so, like, Bunk, I feel you. I just don't know. You know, like, I don't know. But yeah, Seattle gets slammed. It happens. Going to the COD League. Videos. Next match, Seattle. So this one. This was a good match. This is a good match. It needs to be tick-based, not kill-based. I agree, Loud Giant. Then stacking and stuff completely changes it. I don't know why we're playing a control right now this year, chat, when it's not tick-based. I personally think it needs to be tick-based. I don't know. I think the kill-based shit is so stupid. It just makes control like almost TDM. I'm not a fan of it, personally. All right. Keys to victory. New York Subliner. Clayster has to be better in hardpoint. 0.69. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's true. Definitely if you're the AR of the team, but I'm pretty sure Clayster even tweeted that, and that makes sense. Convert first bloods in S&D. Boston winning 47% of the 3v4 situations. Wow, that's a pretty good stat to have. Where is the slaying? 0.85 KD? Yeah. So that's why they're struggling in probably respawns, honestly. All right, let's get to the coffee here. Just found out about it. Give it a Google. Pretty much cheating. I mean, personally, I just don't really care. Like, I don't know. Like, people want to cheat. People cheat. Whatever. I don't know. I don't even use DS4 Windows. I don't know anything about the program. So, continue to execute breaks versus a weak hardpoint team. Third in break percentage. Okay. Wait, really? That's actually pretty good. I didn't think they were that good of a breaking team. Maybe I'm wrong, huh? All right, keep up the S&D dominance, first in round win. I think Boston Breach is like one of the best S&D teams. So the way Boston loses this match is actually pretty fucking crazy. And get Capsule going into control. Yeah, his control has been a little off. Okay. Going to the first map. Oh, wait, are there vetoes? No. Okay.
First layer.
Yo, Goggin, thank you very much for the 21. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Nice hill over a field.
Finally, Boston are able to get themselves in towards this point, because even though they had the spawns, they were not able to get the first 30 seconds of this time, because New York, they were just putting on so much pressure with Capsule towards A plat, able to find 2 kills.
So this is like a close game the entire time, and then Boston, if I remember, no.
Right when they do,
Play the way that they did.
All right, so let's watch it from the right here. This is the turning point of the game. This is what we like to do. All right, so Boston right now is coming from the front of this barn hill, and they have the spawns obviously for this next hill too. So they're in a really good position right here, and this is like where you can take off, and Boston takes advantage of this. So let's see like what New York does. Like back it up right here.
Half of that lesson, it was started to get a little frustrated because even though New York, they made such a great heads-up play. Like Hydra, there was 20 seconds left on P2. He was able to flip those spawns to try to get the backside for P3. But towards the very end of P2, they were able to flip it right back, and Boston were able to eventually take this lead by about 30 points. So then,
Yeah.
New York,
It just looks like New York all floods this hill. And then since they all flood this hill, like again, look at Boston breach. Like right here, look where Boston breach is and look where New York is. Like, yeah, they didn't really, doesn't look like their plan was to rotate and then boom.
problem for NYSL,
You know?
it feels like so far. The rotation will be in now toward the water side. It's really been Capsule's performance. I mean, the man is absolutely lighting it up right now. We'll check in with the stats here in just a moment. As DJ adding on his 24th kill, limiting a lot of the early pushes in from the subliners, but big cap, a big talking point.
See, but you see, this is just such a hard, this is just such a hard break for New York, because this is the one hill in Bocage where you can really get pushed out, like really pushed out, and like it makes it a lot harder with the spawns. Like look where New York is spawning. Look where New York is spawning, dude. And look where the hill is. Like, bro, he is so chalked. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough, dude. So yeah, Boston obviously takes advantage of coming from the front. New York doesn't rotate. And then Boston's completely capitalize on that and make this tough. So, yeah. Yeah, they get like basically all that time, and now like again, you fall yourself into a hole here. P1's not a money hill to come back. Boston's like in the driver's seat here, and then they get kills, get forward. New York tries to fight back, but again, you're not going to get much time on this P1. The more time that they get's going to help. They lose spawns, yeah.
Lays out a few shots toward Crim.
My
New York
God.
struggling heavily, as this is a wild team streak that Boston right now find themselves on. Rotation.
So yeah, that was just tough, you know, that was tough. Boston capitalized on New York's mistakes, and they take map 1. So now this is the weird thing though. So let's go to this, let's go to the vetoes too. Boston loses Tuscan SND and Bocage SND, right? Am I correct about that? I'm pretty sure I'm not faded for saying that. So with that being said, dude, like, I don't know. This is weird. You know, New York's definitely not a bad S&D team. What's New York's S&D record? Let's go see. New York's S&D record is 3-4. And if that's after yesterday's matches, is it? Yeah, so they're 3-4. No, that's not including yesterday's matches. So now they're 5-4. But they're 3-4 in S&D, so like they're not even like looking like stellar at S&D yet. Obviously, they made a roster change and shit, so a little different. But I just could not believe that they beat Boston on 2 S&Ds to win the series, because like that's just not easy to do. Boston's a good S&D team, so you have to obviously tip that out of New York by, you know, icing up and doing that. Oh, because then after that, dude, it's just like, I don't know, impressive stuff. But yeah, we'll watch this S&D. There's a few rounds we can highlight in this S&D.
Versus Boston. So even though New York can do.
All right, let's see. Round 1.
0 respawns, but already thrown into the mix is Nero, as he'll be able to complete 1 kill off the start. It is an all-out push toward this B side. Subliners showing some shades of Bocage already throughout this Tuscan. You're in round 1 as it's now into the 2 versus 2. Hydra with the bomb and planting it over at A.
It's not Clayster.
2v2.
Not able to spot Capsule. Not trying to allow any players. Clayster with
Right.
30 seconds left. They're just playing the safety net. They're just holding fire, just trying to not allow these players to take on bomb.
Yeah, no, they're definitely struggling a little bit in respawn, specifically
Clay's gonna
Hardpoint.
be called upon. Clay's going to be called upon. He's going to have to take the player off the bomb, but he can't see him. As he comes around the corner, finally spots Cap and he'll back away. Tej does not get the line of sight as he went to bottom church, but Clay's got to challenge this again. Is Clay going to walk away with it? He gets Tej off the bomb.
Solid clutch.
The veteran-like plays out of Clay. Drops
That was a good play. That's why you get the bomb down right there if you're New York. That was a good play.
Secured for New
York to hit him with the off-guard B push.
And that's going to be the A-bomb planted quite.
And really quick, like, you know, that was a big offensive win for New York. You know, you have to try and win your offenses on this, because like they're like the more must-win round, like not must-win, like the more easier rounds to win. You never want to try and lose one of those. Even though you can kind of go back and forth in this map sometimes still.
Already the 2 versus 4 reset.
All right.
We see
And then
the
offense gets responded by. Yeah,
How
easy.
difficult can they be if they're walking away with these early engagements? That'll have
Royalty
to
making a
wait
good
till
play, getting on the
fourth
bomb.
round. As already here in the third, it's Royalty picking things up, and Hydra
Good
replying
plays out of
right
New
on
York.
cue. The SMGs find the early 2, and now it's quickly Boston left in a position to clutch, but they do exactly that. They find 2 to start, but Hydra does have the information. Nero's there to read him, and it's now
This
into
is a
the
mix, dude.
1v1 as Crim
Oof.
around the corner
That's
he
tough
goes,
timing.
takes down Nero, fast round after fast round. Some nice
Tough
work there,
timing,
but
tough
Trey
timing.
out
All right, so then we have offenses again.
Subliners with numbers.
This is a big round. So right here, this is good for New York. New York wins this defense. And when New York wins this defense, dude, like that's where you want to be like, all right, yo, we're up 3-1. We got another offense. You know, we just took control of the game. Let's fucking keep it up now. Like, this is where you capitalize if you're New York, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I know it obviously goes all the way the distance, but this is where you want to try and capitalize.
Not able to clutch it up, so New York able to answer with 2 rounds back to back. All the pressure coming in through the middle of the map. Clayster once again, first blood.
Again, right here, it should be 4-1. Do they win this round? I forget this round.
From the vets, Royalty off the start.
Yeah, they definitely win this round, right?
Yeah,
they do.
There to help him on.
So yeah, they're up 4-1. They're looking really good. Boston brings this back, which is impressive.
They're slowly just giving up a little bit too much.
Great start.
Offenses, Boston should win this just because it's offense, yeah.
Back on the defensive side, it's looking like
Nothing
New York
crazy.
committing towards his A push once again. But Boston is sending 3 on flank.
4-5 round with Nero.
Indeed, it's all gonna be on to Hydra. He'll at least
All
get the
right, we'll skip
information.
past that. Because, yeah, right now, I know this gets, they bring it back.
Methods.
Boston brings this back. And then right here. So this is round, wait. Sorry. This is round 8, right? Yeah, no, this is a clutch. Hold up. I want to watch this. I remember this now.
Royalty. And as we said, Nero's the bomb carrier,
All right.
so he drops.
I want to watch this round because I'm pretty sure Zin has a pretty good play this round.
Cap sits through the middle of the map, but he does not see the player just toward his right. Still wins the fight versus Crim regardless. Cap falls. Breach. Now bring it to a 1v2 as Methods able to drop a double kill. Royalty doing everything he can to glide around the U side.
So Zin gets 2 there, which is huge.
Putting in some shots, but Royalty somehow.
Royalty, he's going for the instant challenge.
Royalty's in a one-on-one with Zin, right?
He knows the positioning of Methods. He's gonna go right for the challenge to mid with the pistol. Able to
I
not
forgot
take it
about
down.
this.
Methods is able to stay alive now with 35 seconds left.
Oh,
All he has to
that's
do is play
just
this
tough, dude.
Oh, this is madness. This
That
is
pistol's really
madness.
good, too.
Royalty escapes. Methods escapes. Who's going to win the 1v1? It's time to find out. And you know, Royalty's not going to slow down. He's hungry. He wants to fight, and he cannot take it. Methods.
Oh,
stays alive.
Royalty trolled that round, for
Royalty
sure.
a huge opportunity, and you see it right there.
That's
on
tough,
the
dude.
face of the Subliners.
That's tough. He had 2 opportunities to win that.
Knowing how big that clutch would be.
That's rough.
So close, yet to
But then Capsule, he finds
All right, then here we go.
into a 3v2. The fact that Methods was able to find 2 kills, Clayster he does not need to commit to
So-
before TJ finds that first blood on the defensive side. 1v4. He should
Boston Breach. So, yeah, Boston Breach goes up 4-5.
end toward
All right, so this is, we'll watch the rest of this out, obviously, because I can't, we have 4 matches. I can't be here for 3 hours, of course. I wish I could, but I'm a part-time streamer. I want to play games, too. I'm sorry, guys. But, so yeah, we're right here, and 4-5, Boston has offense. They need to close this out, plain and simple.
round number 10. Will it be another
Let's
search
see.
and destroy victory without a doubt? Their biggest test yet. We are already into it as the stuns and utility toss toward either side.
Rough start from Royalty. Yeah, he's got plenty of time, though, still. He's got time still, in my opinion.
Boston is trying to take their time on the offensive attack. This time, Crimsix able to open up that first blood from bottom church. Method's gonna go.
All right, so they respond 3-on-3.
Take down Clayster. Now, if I'm Clay, you got to give that one up. You do not want to commit to that. You had the man advantage. Now it's going to be a 3v3. They still have full A control.
Such great shots there for Methods. Lines it up. Takes down Clay. And all he can do is provide some communication to the teammates.
Terrible
Now
play.
sitting. And the
Like, there was just, man. I hate everything about what I just watched. Like, I don't know, dude. Clay makes a pretty bad play by challenging that gunfight for Clay. Like, you know, number 6 has the advantage in the gunfight on Church, in my opinion. So, like, Clay doesn't make the best play in there. You know, that sucks. But this is worse than that, dude. Like, Clay was just trying to, you know, like, get a pick in, like, a, you know, a not as fair gunfight, but definitely a winnable gunfight for Clay, you know? So, it was whatever. This, dude, like, you plant the bomb, man.
and all he can do is
Like,
provide some
you can't jump. Like, you have to think they're either in church, right? Because if you're number 5 guy, it's probably giving you communication that there's not a lot of people over here, right? Good, like he probably hears them, you know. There's just no need to challenge. Like it's the 3v3. You're either gonna run into 2 people over here, or there's gonna be 2 people middle. Luckily for you, number 6 is watching your middle, right? So like you kind of have help on the middle, so you should always try and watch the lane that's helping, and you should be throwing like this should be a lane that you're shouldering, you know. So like this is just tough, dude. Like him dying here, man. Like you can't let that happen. Like that's a mistake. And the thing is, like you guys say Hydra makes a play here. Like not really. What does Hydra do right there? Hydra sits in a corner and shoots a guy in the back. And this all stems from Nero making that play. If Nero does not make this play, number 5 does not make that play. It's a chain reaction. If this guy does not get kills, this guy does not make that play. And if this, oh, you're saying when he kills City. Okay, never mind. Sorry. What's it called? Yeah, I was saying, dude, this, but the thing is, Hydra probably dies if Nero doesn't do this. Because if Nero doesn't die, this guy doesn't die. Because this guy doesn't move. If he doesn't die, number 3 is forced to make a play. Number 3 is forced to make a play, then number 5 has the advantage. You see what I mean? So this all starts from this really, really bad play. This was a bad mistake.
Can do is provide some communication to the teammates. Now sitting.
Because yeah, look, number 5 goes, so now he's forced to make a play. And then he makes the play and gets an easy kill. And now Zinni's in a 1v3. And like, yeah, he smoked Zinni there, I guess. Hydra's a good player. Hydra's disgusting. But again, Zin's not supposed to clutch that 1v3 anyway. You know what I mean? Like that all, like Zin's not supposed to win that round anymore. So technically speaking, even if Hydra gets fucking slammed right there, Zin can win it, but it's still a harder win for him. You know, a 1v3 is never in that. So it's like, I don't know. That all starts with Nero making a mistake. All right, 5-5. Oh, we're skipping too fast. We're skipping too fast. There we go. Round 11, baby.
New York are going to be on the offensive side. Boston this time.
So they make that mistake. They mess that up. First blood again. You know, first blood again. Boston needs to close this out.
Middle control, and that's exactly what they do.
Middle control. Capsule's in a great spot. By the way, I just want to tip Capsule's grind, bro. This kid's a fucking grinder. He's been making great plays. Kid's a beast. Keep going. And then they just get 3v4'd. Problem is like they get that first blood really quick. They get this first blood, and they're not like in the best position here. You know, like they're in a 3v4, but it's not the best. The only thing that sucks here is that, again, Clayster is now in this fire building where I think he has more of an advantage than the guy in church. And then, like, after they get this kill, Zin just kind of gets picked. I don't know how Zin gets picked up there, but he does. And now Cap is just in a bad spot. He gets that first blood, but he's basically dead. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's just tough. And then, I don't know. Where did Nero go? So, Nero went this way and then backs up. So, yeah, Nero just backs up after that. Yeah, this was just tough, man. And then after this, it's kind of chalk, dude. Right here, you're in a 3v2. Nero's kind of backed up because he doesn't think he can push field. I understand that. And then this guy's stuck. Yeah, then they're screwed. So then you just push it forward. Yeah, that's over. So yeah, that 4-5 round was the key round to me. I personally think that just can't happen. Now, although this does go to the last round, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Wait, does it? Yeah, it does. So it goes to the last round, but this first round, dude, offense goes into New York's favor. Like, this should be, like, this offensive win should 100% secure them. So that means Boston must respond with an offense win, which in my opinion is pretty crazy. I know you can win offense pretty easily on Gavutu if you're a good Gavutu team, but still, like, I don't know. Wonder how this happens. Let's see. I know this map was pretty nutty. Freedom wins this map last round. All right, we'll watch the last round after this. I just want to like skip forward and just see if we miss anything crazy. Just skipping forward, skipping forward. So does Boston win this and go up 2-0? Oh no, Boston wins this. So yeah, we'll watch it from like right here. So Boston gets on the point, and then number 7 gets into their base. They don't know about this, but then they probably trade number 7, right?
Giving his teammates
And then number 3
position.
gets cut off
And
running
as
to
we said,
him. Oh,
Kev,
big
he's
kills
just
out of
got a
Nero.
great
Yeah, that
cover from his
sucks.
teammates.
They just couldn't get him off the point.
Everybody know where
That's tough.
the Subliners happen to be. But look at that feed. 3 in a row once more. It's now on to the New York attack.
And then they missed their grenades. None of them hit the grenades on Cap. That's
Trying to take down Cap,
tough.
but nobody will hop in.
all right. So yeah, so they respond to offenses, and then it goes to the last. It goes to the last. We'll watch the last round here.
It's actually
All right.
inside of the objective, so
Watch the last round out.
So, Clay and Crim with some clearances. They'll combine for 2.
Ooh.
Nero in the point, and how about the retake?
Little defensive action out of New York. So New York's definitely set up to win this
They were
game.
just giving up that A point. You had 3 players go towards that B side, but they were able to find every single kill. So now you put Boston in a situation where they had to try to fight out a spawn. But when TJ and Nero able to find 2, this is the opening they were potentially looking for. You see, they're trying to take control of top gun, attack this side towards the B point.
Royalty with a nice little flank.
Great of a spot this could be for Royalty.
That's tough.
Oh, just not ready.
He gets
Not
picked.
ready for methods. On the
So Boston's in a pretty good spot to win this game.
big spot for him, and now
They got
here comes
streaks
the glide
too.
bomb. That comes into play. Meanwhile, TJ is actually inside of the
Wait, they
objective,
lose
so
this?
they'll call up the glide bomb, also capping A in the meantime.
We were scrimming during this, so this was like a tough like to watch in depth. I'm pretty sure, but
Boston beginning to stack on the point. Royalty and Co. Gonna have to make a play. The pick would be nice.
Right here.
It's a 1-for-1 trade.
Oh.
The great shots from range. Crim's able to wipe him off the point, and with that,
wait, low key, bro, that shot just won them the game. Is that what you were talking about? Wait, but am I wrong for saying this? Again, this is hindsight 2020. I'm not really critiquing this.
Royalty and Co.
Wait,
Gonna have to make
if Cap stays down right here, they win. If Cap just drops his controller, they most likely win unless he gets banged by a couple grenades. But that's a really hard grenade to hit. Like, Cap kind of challenges when he doesn't need to, right? Like, this is hindsight 2020. So this is obviously backseat gaming here is a little bit more like, you know, being picky. But yeah, this challenge is kind of rough, man, because number 7 has short cut off. So does number 7 kill number 1? Oh, he does. There's no one even to throw a grenade. Crimsix would have to give up ring. And the thing is here, so the reason why this is a bad chow, obviously because he could have won the game. But hypothetically speaking, he doesn't chow here. Crim is forced to run from here to here, right? To get him off the point, because if he doesn't get him off the point, they lose. So Crim gives up ring control. All of these people on their spawn will now get ring control and look at the lives. So Crim makes a really, really clutch gunfight. This is more Capsule making a bad play and then Crim winning a clutch gunfight. Like, he gives Crim the opportunity to win this gunfight. But if he forces Crim to run on the point and then slay him out, then Crim gives up ring control and they have all middle map and then they get a bunch of kills and then boom. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, Crim hits really good shots. Capsule gives him the opportunity that he should never... Like, Crim should not even have an opportunity here. And then after that, the opportunity goes to Crim. Crim, being the veteran, obviously takes him out. But yeah, you got to force him off of ring control to slide into the point. And even if Crim slides and slays you off the 1v1, now Crim is stuck on the point. You guys are all over ring. You have middle map control. This guy can pinch. Like, you can set up and, like, thin their lives. Like, look at the time and look at the lives, dude. Like, all you have to do is play a little team deathmatch here and you can win. So, like, damn, bro. That's a rough chow out of Cap right there.
for one trade. Crim. Oh,
The chances of Crim hitting those shots are slim. Okay. So, going back to this one more time.
pick would be nice.
Right here, the chances of Crim hitting these shots, he has no cover. Capsule has all the cover. Yes, you are correct. But when you were playing against the best players in the world, would you want a 1% chance of winning? Would you want Crimsix having a 1% chance, a 10% chance, or a 5% chance, or a 0% chance of winning it? You always take the 0%. Always. You always go with the numbers. Like, if you give them that 1% chance, if you compete, bro, I'm sure a lot of you guys have competed in that, like, sports in your entire life. That 1% chance just always happens to happen in those big moments. You know what I mean? Like, you never, if you, like, that's how you become the most consistent team, is by not, you know, taking the 0% every time. But, like, Cap just, yeah. Again, hindsight 2020. You know, he was probably feeling himself. There's probably a bunch of other shit going on. But, like, yeah, dude, that sucks. If he had the discipline here to not give him this kill, he forces him to ring. This guy goes to kill him. After this guy goes to kill him, his teammates spawn up, they get ring, and then they probably have good map control, and this map plays out differently. So, bad play out of Cap. Insane shots out of Crim. GG. Because now, look, I'm assuming what happens is Crim probably pushes over here, right? Yeah, and now he's like, Now look at him. Now he's on the crazy head glitches. He's in fucking insane spots right here. Like, dude,
13 to 20 in lives.
chalk, dude. Yeah.
A minute and 30 on the
Now
against Crim.
this 13 to 21 is now going to turn into 13-19. Now he's going to get easier kills. And now, you know, time. Look, time's winding down. Oh, dude, yeah. Crim's a beast for this, for sure.
Trying to set up that flank towards green. So Clayster's going to be in a position to try to cause some problems with Crimsix. Focusing on the spawners on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, dude.
Boston side, Clay able to find one.
I will say, though, Boston's also kind of going separate now, too. They're going one by one. Like, look, one-on-one. One-on-one. Well, kind of two-on-one. One-on-one. Like, just a bunch of one-on-ones. They're not using their lives, and now it's over, dude. One-on-one. But he takes it and wins it. Like, yeah, this is just tough, dude.
And Boston are going to be aware of it. If he finds a kill here, how big would...
Look how long it took them to kill Crim now. There's 43 seconds left, and look at the lives. Like, yeah, Crim wins them that game. So, yeah, Crim hits good shots. Cap still kind of trolled right there. That sucks, man. It is what it is. Hindsight 2020, I'm sure, like, Cap still got a quality to his ring. He thought he was in the fucking best head glitch in the game. He's like, yo, I'm going to fucking win this game for us, you know. Guys. But, all right. Last but not last but not least, we'll skip through this hard point. This is a good hard point, but I want to, you know, keep it moving. Again, close ass hard point. Boston breach down. Like, again, close ass hard point. Boston breach. Look. Look at the rotation. Number 7 rotating. Boom. Rotations right here for Boston breach go in their favor at the same exact score line as Bocage too.
You can see New York. They're just like, you know what? 15
They flip the spawn. They flip the spawn. They get this time. After this hill ends, they have more of a lead. They go to P5. They beat them on the rotation to P5, and it's chalk, dude. Like,
still in command. But now this is going to allow Boston to fully set up off the rotation. Capsule not having himself a great game so far, 14 and 24. But they're still in command. You see Hydra trying to make a play through the flank side.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he was able to
they're doing a triple flank to try and get the roof spawn for this P5. People prefer the roof spawn on this P5, so they're doing the triple flank. So that's why they're not rotating anywhere near this hill. So they're trying to go around and get this roof spawn. But yeah, like, look, they're trying to set a 3-in-1 break. This is, yeah, these are big kills, but like, still, yeah. After this, though, then time's going to dwindle down again. And even though you get this roof spawn, you can still very easily play this P5 from this side. So then, like, look, they're trying to break it back. It's this very mixy hill. Nades go down. They're still in a hole. Kills go down here. And then Boston wins some of these gunfights. And then, boom. So, again, the rotations in Boston just kind of outshine New York here. And they win it in a tight game. So, it was 160-160. Those late game rotations go in Boston's favor twice in a row. Bocage and Tuscan. And they win it. All right, let's go to the last S&D round, baby. Last S&D round. All right, T. So, if I remember correctly, I have to watch this map a little bit more. Nothing goes crazy here in the beginning. All right, so yeah, this is right here. So this is when Zin clutches, right? Yeah, this is when Zin clutches. We'll watch it from here. So Zin has a good clutch here. Talk about it. Also, Hydra, unfucking real gameplay here.
Clean off Cap with the reply. It's been Cap versus Hydra throughout this round, but the rookie will have the final laugh as he'll lay down the objective over at B, all onto the vets.
Down to 2v2. Clayster and Crim. Clayster is going to get spotted by Methods.
Yellow Cat, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Through tunnel. And now he's going to work his way back. Methods, unfortunately, does not watch him cross. Clayster has a feeling that there's going to be a player in this position. He's slowly trying to work on it, and Crimsix does find that kill. So now, 20 seconds left. Methods has to try to make a play.
Let's see what we can do. First shots there on.
Right here is like when you're forced into a decision. Do I check the bomb? You know, is like Crimsix on the bomb, or is he looking for me? And if I check the bomb when he kills me, I'm fucked. But like, I think he just thinks that, like, you know, people think, you know, like everyone thinks Methods is a slow player, so Crim probably hops the bomb saying, it's fucking Zin, dude. I'm getting right on this shit. And then he's probably sitting there like, oh shit, he probably thinks I'm fucking Zin and I'm slow as shit. I gotta check the bomb. And then he checks the bomb. But yeah, good plays out of Zin. To be honest with you, Zin clutches this, and it's a nice clutch out of Zin. Very good plays, but this is just very easy for, this is very, Mason, I'm not playing Warzone today, by the way. Just so you know. I'm playing ranked.
With who?
Myself. I mean, you can play if you want. I was just, but like, I'm playing ranked.
Hell no.
Yeah, okay. Love you. Bye.
Goodbye.
But, sorry. Like Zin clutches this, but this is just a hard clutch for New York. They had no idea where Zin was, and they had to find him. So like they just make it harder for him. So like, yeah, it was a good clutch out of Zin, and New York was in a tough situation. All right. So then I'm pretty sure Zin clutches again right here, chat. Right?
Taken down, tied at 2 apiece, but on the attack, you're gonna have New York straight through front grandmas.
Yeah, back to the aggression. It's no fun. All that slow stuff, all those 1v1 type of situations, none of that. Hydra again, up to 8 and 3. He is soaring through the bottom side of grandma's, leaving some scuff marks on the floor. So I'll have to clean that up. Nice work through the street sign as they'll combine for 1. Taking down Cap once more. A 2 versus 2, and TJ, he can find some great timing. Doesn't see him on the bomb. Maybe gets his chance. Rosie hops off of it.
Zin.
Not sure
In another 1v2. Bang! Big kill. Oh shit. Zin versus Hydra, baby. Mr. 17 and 7. The 17 bomb. It could have been 18, chat. This could have been 18.
This is such a big round.
This is a huge round. So yeah, no, Zin definitely clutches up, man. Got some ice in his veins this map, dude.
Mets is trying to play the clock here. Hydra's gonna pick a bomb. Mets is gonna get that information. Some shots come in.
Yeah, this is tough for Hydra.
Put it down regardless.
Oh.
Lay down the objective regardless.
Oh.
Decides to plan it. Mets goes for the beams, but Hydra's staying alive. Hydra's still alive.
Dude, Hydra had like the snake and everything right there. Holy shit. I thought Hydra was going to win that, dude.
Take down the French Phenom. Massive rounds for breach. Ones that they need, and their captain, the veteran, coming through once.
Zin's going big, dude.
Take swing round for me.
Zin is going big.
3-0-4-2 is such a Roy.
All right, skipping forward because we obviously know this goes to like round 11. I think it's like right here. This is round 9. Yeah, so this goes back and forth. So right here. Right here, you think this is it. Like, you know, fucking Boston's back's against the wall. Here we go. Boston's got to clutch up. My man Hydra says, fuck all of you. I'm the GOAT. Watch this shit, dude.
Talk about a tense moment right now for Boston.
Hydra says, fuck all of you. Watch this shit.
Takes him down. These two have met so many times.
Bang.
And Hydra, winning the most crucial of 1v1s, also shuts down Methods. A 2 versus 3.
Oh my god, bro. Bro, my man fucking, look at this shit. Said Paco said, fine, I'm shutting this shit down myself.
A 2 versus 3. That'll be 3 already for Hydra. He is feeling himself, and he will be the reason why.
Yo, they're going high. Look. What's up, Paco?
The Subliners
There you go.
will take
Dude, Crim's reaction. Look at Crim's reaction. Look at this.
Subliners are celebrating. They've got their first win.
All right, so yeah. Yeah, my man Hydra. Let's tip it real quick. Let's tip it. Hold up. There you go. A 17 and 7 bomb for Hydra right there, man. That was just disgusting. Like obviously Zin was 6 and 6, but his kills were very important and they were clutching. But yeah, they just got Hydra, dude. Honestly, that's just what it was. Hydra was just Hydra. The Crim thing was funny. You guys want to watch the Crim interview real quick? We'll watch the Crim interview. That shit was hilarious.
I feel like in the hard points, I was just going completely uncapped on both sides. But so it's
about time all year long.
Okay, here we go.
About damn time we get you a win of these, man. You guys finally got the win.
Yeah, of course, Alex.
So
we're watching all the matches.
What's been going on, man? And how good do you feel to finally get this done?
Hold on one sec. Yo, shut up!
Is that Paco screaming?
God, man. No, talking about how bad we are in Hardpoint. Like, obviously, we haven't won a single one. Don't laugh, Paco.
All right, so
Yo, Ann, what time is the worst time to die on rotation? Right?
I mean, it's got to be like 15. It's got to be like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. You got to stay alive.
No,
man.
that's acceptable. That's whatever. You know what I mean? But when you die at under 6 and you can't skip kill cam, Paco, do not talk to you.
Put Paco.
Bring Paco on screen. Bring Paco on screen right now.
yourself, bro.
There we go.
17.
He did hard carry you in game 5, Crim. You got to show him some love.
Yeah, but how am I outslaying this guy? He's 19 or 20, no, he's 20 now. 20. How am I outslaying you on Bocage? What's up with that, man? Yeah, he said he doesn't know. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Let's actually start the interview.
Yeah, so Crim, man, it's finally good to see you on screen right now. Yo, a long time coming, you guys finally got your first win. Moving forward, what are things, since we haven't really been able to talk to you guys, that you really need to pick up on to be the team that you and Clay and Paco really believe you guys are? There we go.
Points.
At least one before the major.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Listen, Paco is clearly keeping you on Crimsix with you hanging up there in the slaying power with him, dude. But it's got to be the rotations on Hardpoint, right, man? You got to be with him.
I know. If I'm not rotating, it's not successful. Like, Paco, you're on scrap duty. You are on scrap duty. All right. He said, yeah, he agrees.
Paco's Hydra.
Problem solved. We're gonna win Hardpoints versus, you know, the how do I say this? Lord of the Rings. Bilbo Baggins and Frodo. Those of you guys who don't know, that's Simpin Abizi, all right? My centering is going to be a little bit lower tomorrow, you know? Just a little bit lower to make up for... Go ahead.
Listen, you're playing pretty good today, Crim. I want to ask you, so a lot of people were wondering why you guys picked up Royalty instead of somebody from Challengers. So what was the thought process behind bringing in Royalty instead of an up-and-coming player?
Oh, okay. I thought that question was going a different direction. I'll actually answer that. Yeah, Matt has literally always been good, and he's never had a shot, ever. So,
hey,
we want to like give him a chance. Like, you know, game recognizes game, right? And we do that.
Yo, Crim's interviews are always comedy,
right? So we want to get someone that is going to like show up to this land, right, in a do or die situation and play well.
All right, another follow-up question. This is a hot one.
Okay.
Is Neptune potentially ever going to re-enter this roster?
Hey, yo.
Hard-hitting questions.
Like you said, bro, it potentially.
Okay.
Potentially.
All I'm to hear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
by the way, nice shirt. Where'd you get that at, man?
Yo, this is fire, right?
Target.
You like this nice shirt as well?
No, I think... I mean, I sort of like it, but it reminds me of something my dad would wear.
Well, here's the thing, man, like when it comes to drip, like I just don't think I should take advice from you, but it's all good, brother.
Hey,
the haircut's looking all right. Huh?
Yeah, dude, shout out Dyson, whatever.
Wait, do you cut your own hair, bro?
No, dude, what? I got Margaret at Supercuts do that. You already know.
Well,
she's got the burst fade.
She's got wait, did you call it a burst fade? I never heard of that before.
Yeah.
What's a burst?
What?
Come on.
What?
That's
a burst fade.
You guys got no drip.
You got an MA. You got an MA.
You you don't come up and win your first game and talk about our drip, right?
Yeah. I've been holding in these thoughts for a while now. Good job. You guys got a nice setup there. It looks very fancy.
Thank you, man. Hey, yo, Crim, I'm gonna leave this last segment up to you, man. The fans out there, they were starving for a victory. Y'all finally fed them. What do you got to say to them out there to get them hyped for the next match against some ATL and also the Optic Major, excuse me.
What do I got to say?
Yeah.
Show God.
Sorry, guys. I've been, as you've seen, I've been speed skating in the Winter Olympics. Have you guys seen that guy, by the way? So I have not been here all the other matches. I was there at the kickoff, you know, shut down my... By the way, why are we talking about this other BS? Tej, you are still my son. I will put you down. I brought you into this world, and I will take you out of it on, except on Hardpoint. We can't fucking do that, guys.
Wouldn't be a criminal review about that.
Tej, GG's. Got you again.
It's all respect, man. Hey, Crim, congrats on the big win. Hopefully you guys can get one more before the Optic Major. And, we'll see you next time, right, man?
Good luck, bro.
All right, well, that's the interview. If you guys haven't saw that one, that was a good one. That was probably the best interview of the year so far, so that was funny. All right, go into the next video. Let's see. We have Los Angeles Guerrillas versus Rokkr.
Welcome back to the CDL Analyst Desk. My name is Veli. This is Ali, and this is Nameless, where we're just having the best day ever.
Yeah, no.
All right, Los Angeles Guerrillas. Hook is the X Factor. 7-1 in maps when Hook is positive. 0-7 when negative. Take advantage of the plus matchups. 1-4. LAJ 6-1. Rokkr 2-5 in Hardpoint this season. Obviously, they've been struggling in respawns. Figure out control and issues before Major 1. 0-4. Last in round win percentage 37%. That is not good stats. If you're LAG, you definitely want to change that. So do we not have keys to victory for Minnesota? Oh, here we go. Minnesota keys to victory. Play together with pace. Make LG work for the first captures in control. And Priesthood needs to be freed up to make the plays on the map. 0.86 KD overall. 39th in hardpoint engagements per minute. Okay, there it is. First map. If I recall correctly, actually, hold up. Is this not full screen? Am I missing something? There you go. I'm pretty sure LAG wins this map. I actually didn't get to watch this one. I was showering. But LAG wins this map. This is a close map. Kind of, we'll watch it from like right here.
Over towards P2, Freestyle now lingering, just being a nuisance up close and personal. Can't quite find Hook. Really good time
right here.
For the Rokkr, though, but look at these spawns towards
yeah, good
back.
plays at LAG to get the back.
All the way around from behind. There's 4 down, and all that good work from Attaching Court undone. 28 seconds remaining on the game clock. It's LAG.
Who's number 7? Asim pushing out spawns like a beast.
Wow, this is where it gets a little bit dangerous. Obviously, LAG staying on it, but only 26 seconds left on our clock as well. This could go either way.
Nah, Blackhawk. It just has to be the time to kill, in my opinion. I think the health just needs to be higher. I don't think that would make it better for the. I think that would make the game worse.
Because it will be Minnesota Rokkr who take the lead off this one.
Yeah, Rokkr choose to go for that scrap to just maybe get themselves in a better position to try and make this fight over towards P3. It's going to all come down to this standy falls first. Where's the fight's going to go over towards the front?
So, really quick. Watch this. So, really quick, 24 seconds like now, like, yeah, you're down. Yeah, you have to push the scrap because you can't let them take a huge lead. But Minnesota can also just not lose these spawns, right?
This just gets held by LAG for the rest of the time, but no, it's going to be contested as well. Asim going in, flying out at the same time.
Look, so they fully 4-commit. They 4-commit here. He pinches the back. So number 4, Preston pinches the back here because they're fully committing to the scrap time, which they kind of have to, but they just don't trust like fully for their teammates to do this, and none of them hold the left side of the map. And then look, like LAG spawns up on the left side, and they have no one even like remotely close to this side of the map. Look, ready? Number 5 crosses number 4, so now number 5 is on this side of the map, and number 4 and number 1 are on this side of the map. Watch, ready? Number 5, number 4, he's kind of blocking those spawns on LAG. LAG has no one blocking the spawns over here. LAG is going to start spawning on this side of the map. They're going to start spawning on this side of the map. Ready? Boom. See? So, like, they fully commit to that. They put themselves in a pretty bad position, which is like it's kind of shitty. They were kind of forced into it, but now LAG has the back spawns for this. You know, trades go in their favor, and now look, dude, LAG is able to take a pretty massive lead again. A good enough lead with 14 seconds left. It's not massive, but in this situation, it kind of is. And then LAG, you know, I mean, Minnesota brings it back. But again, Minnesota loses spawns again. So it just looks like right here, like LAG just keeps staying like 1/2 a step ahead. You know what I mean? 1/2 a step ahead every single time, where it's just like, yeah, you can get those last time. You could kind of bring the lead back, but we're going to get the initial 10 again. And then we're going to get the initial 10, and then they obviously just win that. So.
Still holding. They're going to go into the lead as the next rotation comes up. It's going to be It's going to be Barnes. Sorry, I'm so confused. This game is still somehow going.
Who gets inside the
and then again, LAG, yeah, they get all these kills, but LAG is just in the back spawn. They spawn closer. They're gonna win this game. So,
they've pulled in with 1 second left to go. Major Maniac.
Boom, done. Game over. Really quick, Chris, do you use the analyst of the morning chat on your coaching? My coaching is like 20 times more in depth than this. And then this, like 100%. Like, the only thing I break down right now is like the obvious stuff, because I can't, like, we've said this, and like I don't like saying this, like, obviously when I do this cast, I can't go like super in depth because it would be a pretty big conflict of interest, obviously. But what I'm breaking down for the most part is like just like, you know, some knowledge that just like, you know, the insight of like why people rotate, why people don't, and stuff like that. But what I talk to my team about is a little bit more in depth than this, in my opinion. I would say a lot more, but yeah.
It's a gunfight, and who wins it? That's it. That's the game. LAG finally put Bocage to bed. And you look at that, the delay. They actually
4-1. We're heading.
Okay. So yeah, you guys kind of saw it. Just looked like LAG was staying a step ahead of them at the end of the game. So that was good stuff. Map bans, Hardpoint. So they got rid of Tuscan. They get rid of Gavutu. Okay. Search and Destroy goes to Tuscan, Desert Siege, and then Tuscan. Okay. So Minnesota was Team A, and they get rid of Tuscan. They want to play Gavutu control. Interesting. I feel like they keep picking. Maybe not. I think this might have been the first time I've seen Minnesota play Gavutu. I'm not sure. So maybe they want to change it up because they haven't been winning their Tuscan controls. Who knows? I think what is their? I can go tell you. Their Tuscan control right now is pretty bad, though, if I remember correctly. Minnesota. Let me go see. Their Tuscan control is 1-4. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time they play Gavutu control. So maybe since they're 1-4 in Tuscan, they're like, yo, we just gotta fucking switch it up. You know what I mean? So all right, moving forward, the search and destroy. Minnesota, they win this 6-4. There's not too much to talk about if I remember correctly on this. Like, there's not too much here. Like, we'll see. We'll watch like a couple rounds here. I think this first round was pretty wild, but I think this Minnesota wins this like what 6-4 if I remember correctly.
Going for a big push. Major Maniac's already got that blood. And at the moment, LAG not really anywhere near the bomb site they need to be.
It's gonna come down to Slasher, I would
What up,
imagine,
Showbiz?
towards the back. Seam will find one side of train station.
Patch sniping as always.
Thatcher will take him down. Standy takes down a Seam at a 1v3 for Gunless. A bomb to defuse, 15 seconds to do so. Might as well just choke this one. Oh,
Yeah.
good shots from Standy.
Nothing crazy.
Is he gonna... Priest just given the cover as that bomb.
Minnesota gets off to a hot start. They're up 3-0.
And then it's a full wrap back to B.
All right, let's see.
May well be the case, but the Rokkr holding strong, as you can see, unwavering in their defense so far.
What up, G Clem? I'm doing well. How you doing?
Baited into anything yet.
I wonder what Gunless has seen. Gunless has been the only player keeping an eye on this the entire time. Sandy's in the
Hello.
and gunned. Well, Sandy gunned cute last time around, and this time a teammate's managed to get a chance back. Major Maniac then get a fight.
So like, my thing here is like, where is Asim's help here? Like, it just looks like so weird. Like, Asim gets this kill, and like, no one's even like remotely close. Like, everyone's just running away. Like, I guess like they think since he killed the guy, he'll get the bomb down in time. But like, I don't know. I feel like someone should be kind of like more to the right with him. It just looks like weird. Like, look, everyone just runs away, and then Major just kind of runs right into B, uncontested. And like, there's no one even there to like, no one's even like looking. Like, there's not a single arrow on LIG looking into the base. Like,
Cute last time around, and this time a teammate's managed to get a chance back. Major Maniac then get a fight. That bomb has not gone down. Attached with a long-range sniper, ready to fire. And this has been a little bit of a chaotic round.
I just don't understand what the cover is for the bomb ponder there. It's nowhere to be seen. Slasher. We'll find one in the middle though. 2v2. Oh, Hook's found it to the right-hand side. Saves Slasher's life. All of a sudden it's a 1v2 for attach.
Oh, I said for it, but no cover.
Kind of a Niak and then, I mean, then find.
even though LAG wins that round, like that could have just been smoother. I don't
Never gonna be
know.
good. Oh, this time around though.
Is your team aware that this match versus NYSL is very important? It gets you the first seed, and you guys can veto third map at the major. I mean, every match is important, but what do you mean? Well, I feel like every match is important no matter what. This match is important for seedings like down the road. No team just goes into matches and just like doesn't try. Yeah, you try and win no matter what. Veto third map is pointless at the moment. No, I mean, personally, my view on it, if you want my take on this before we go into the rest of the match, is like, if you're vetoing, like, like, people don't like this take, and like, I understand why, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, vetoes do help you win series and shit, and like, you know, that is like 100% a strategy to winning versus certain teams and stuff, like being able to play maps that you're better at than that team and yada yada yada. I completely agree, and obviously I've done vetoes that way my whole life, yeah. But like, if you can't play, like, for example, if we, you know, like, we've been practicing Gavutu control, we've won it since then, we've won Tuscan control, obviously we're looking a little bit better on Tuscan control in matches, we've played it more, but if you like just can't win a Gavutu control, like, you just like don't deserve to win the tournament. Obviously, I know that sounds stupid, because realistically, if we were first seed, we can just completely avoid it. Like, obviously first seed is very, very important, but I'm a big believer of being a well-rounded team and just not sucking at anything. And obviously that's so much easier said than done. So, but I can't stand like the auto veto system, like having an auto veto. I think that is such a crutch, and like I think that bites you in the ass eventually. So like, yeah, obviously it's important, you want first seed, but like, you don't deserve to win tournaments if you have an auto veto. Like, obviously you can still very, very easily win tournaments with an auto veto. People have done it before. we've done it like that. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm a big believer of, like, that's why practice is so fucking important. And, like, when you practice, you should never lose full, and you should go hard and make sure that you're trying to get better at your worst maps and get your reps in. And I could talk about this for fucking forever. I've had long debates about it before. But I think auto veto, if you have an auto veto, I think that's fucking stupid. But yeah, there are weaker maps for sure, but auto vetoes are dumb. So we just have to get better at both controls. But before we go into this last thing, every match is important. So yeah, no team just goes into a match and doesn't try. Like, that's like, you know, it's just what it is.
From LAG as they get onto the bomb site. Pretty will find the first kill though.
The important information here, by the way, is attached saw 2 players go to war.
All right, skipping forward. Yeah, we have one more match.
Oh, 1 versus 4 for a team to try.
One more match. Actually, yeah, they go 4-1. LAG starts bringing it back. Then they go up 5-3. Then it becomes, I think it's 6-3 here, right? Yeah. No, sorry, one more. Yeah, now we do it.
5-4.
We'll watch this.
Attacking round to send us to a round 11.
They go to B.
It's one left match they have to practice, which means they get more practice elsewhere. It's weird. Wait, what?
Should be going down right now.
Yeah, the team wants it down. Keep an eye though. Rokkr with the flank, ready to go. They are going to hit this with some force. As soon as that bomb goes down, they're going to try and get into action. LAG already racking back. But Attach has seen them. Attach has seen them. He knows where they're going.
This is huge. First gunfight goes over towards.
Yeah, wait, hold up, really quick. By the way, sorry, I'm so confused with this. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so yeah, they get the bomb down, but they just have no base control, and then Minnesota's all over the base, and they win this. Like that was kind of very easy. So we don't really need to go into super in depth with that. This is what we'll watch right here. We're gonna watch this. Well, we're gonna skip over this control completely. I'm pretty sure LAG wins this control. These teams are both been struggling in control. LAG is not that good of a control team. Neither is Rokkr. Rocker's really never played Gavutu control, so they're obviously taking their test because they played Tuscan. Then they've been 1-4 in Tuscan. LAG wins this. LAG gets defense last round. What do you know? LAG wins this, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, surprise, surprise. They win that. No one cares. All right, going to the next one right here. We will show you guys with the breakdown of Berlin. This was a massive breakdown out of LAG. You think right here, like, is it right? Okay, so yeah, it's like right here. This is the breakdown of LAG. But really quick, the whole like it's one less map you have to practice with an auto veto. That is just fucking terrible. Look, this is the last thing I'll say on it because I have to obviously go. This is why it's dude. I can talk about COD for fucking forever. But if you have an auto veto and your mindset is it's one less map to practice and you get more practice elsewhere, you don't get more practice elsewhere because when you team scrim. We scrim 4 hard points and 2 controls every time you scrim. So when you scrim a team, if you had an auto veto and you just don't scrim a map, so say auto veto for phase was Gavutu control, hypothetically, and every time you scrim phase, we just don't scrim that map, we don't get to play Tuscan once more because that other teams aren't going to play us in Tuscan twice to scrim it. They're just going to leave after the Gavutu, right? So we would never practice Gavutu, and then we would get the same amount of practice on Tuscan. So you don't get the same amount of practice, so that's just wrong. And on top of that, having an auto veto is shitty, and yeah, veto's very important. I was saying like before, like I don't think you deserve to win tournaments if you can't play every map. But at the end of the day, vetoes do help you. Where if you have an auto veto, it's very, very simple. Imagine you play a team in the finals, and you are playing a team that is lights out on Tuscan control. But that's your, Tuscan control is the only control you play because you hypothetically are always vetoing Gavutu. If that's how it's going to be, you're going to run into certain specific matchups in the league that you are going to have to play another team's fucking lights out map because you are being lazy in practice and you have an auto veto and you suck. So therefore, winning tournaments becomes way harder because you're forcing yourself into situations that you are not a complete team and you're not going to be able to play some of the other team's weaker maps because you are taking practice in a shitty way. That is my opinion on that. If you fully plan on having an auto veto, in my opinion, with how good the competition is this year and in the CDL, there's only 12 teams. Everyone's really good. You're a fucking idiot. That's how I think of that. Auto vetoes are stupid. Obviously, you have to veto some maps here and there because you're trying to get better than them in practice. But if you literally plan on having an auto veto, I think that is dumb. Having a wide map pool is the most important thing in Call of Duty right now. I don't think you can really argue that. and sometimes sacrificing stuff for, for your map pool and like getting a good practice is also worth it too, like in the long run of the season, in my opinion. But everyone has their own thing. I'll die on that hill. I think being a complete team is very, very important, period. So that is just how I've viewed Call of Duty like that since, I don't know, fucking Black Ops 2, dude. I just think it's so important to not be able to not play a map, because then you end up playing a team that is better than you at your best map, or even than you at your best map, but you could be technically better than them at their weaker map, so you have more of a percent to win that map, you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know, that's just my opinion on it. But okay, skipping forward, because again, I can talk Call of Duty like that for hours, and I don't have hours to do it, so. All right, let's watch this hardpoint. Breakdown of LAGs. We're about to witness it.
He might have been seen. I don't know if he has, actually. Priester has let him go.
So personally, right here, I think this is game, set, and match. I thought Hook was going to flip them. I thought this was a game.
He's broke through. And the thing is, with the previous hill, a seam breaks through, and he's the one that ultimately allows LAG to stop what would be about a 30-point bleed over towards the Rokkr. It's a very different scoreline if they hold that down. But heading over towards P4.
They got the spawns.
It is LAG. They are the ones with the spawns, and there you go. Can they get any amount of time here over towards P4? It could be potentially the dagger.
It could, though. Still an awful lot of fighting going on around this hill. Rokkr refusing to let them get the points in it. Keep an eye. It's going to be Major Maniac. It could be crucial here. Finds one as well towards the back. Finds the second Major Maniac. And Attach will get the third. It's now just Slasher back here. And Slasher will get a gun as well. Neither team able to get really any time off this one time like you spoke about earlier.
So hard. It's so hard to pick up time. If you get the spawns over towards...
Am I missing something?
Yeah, it could be crucial here. Hill. Rokkr
time here on the G. They are the
So,
ones that, heading over towards P4.
So number 3 spawns there. And then... Okay.
Keep an eye. It's going to be Major Maniac. It could be crucial here.
Yeah.
Finds one as well. Just Slasher back here.
Spawn's kind of fucked them right there. That sucks. Number 7's making a good play again, though. LAG's making good plays, but it just looks like they're just like not executing on their gunfights and stuff here. Major obviously turning around. Yeah, I know Major starts turning up right here.
Difficult to defend from both sides, to be honest with you. Over towards P5, though, it's also one that's very difficult to pick up much time on. Rokkr
I hate this. I hate this. I like hate everything about this personally. Just sitting in library.
So they're inside the hill
Man,
here
like,
on P5. Can they make the most of it here?
Well, this is not a big gap. It is not a big gap. Bearing in mind, I felt like LAG have had control all the way through. Rokkr have made a comeback already. Looking for this one. Hugh, though, on the stairs. Managed to get one kill. Now going to go challenge the hill as well. She's standing and guns him down. Just flying about like a lunatic. This is Hugh unleashed. He does not want to be in any one position. He's just finding everybody. Major Maniac eventually managing to take him down. The problem for Rokkr.
See, the thing is, though, is like...
And they will get scrapped.
Minnesota should still... I mean, LAG should still win this game right here.
Hook just goes on an absolute tear. It's a good job he
Like,
did,
they
to be
still have
honest with you.
spawns. Like,
Would have been staring
what
down
is the key that
barrel of only
changes
about
here?
5 or 10 point
This
difference
right here, huh?
LAG
He gets out of control and then gets another kill. Oh, no.
Tearing at the seams,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Just trying to survive as best as you can. And Minnesota and Rokkr are the only ones inside the kill.
So, like, this is the key moment right here. When you have these spawns on P1 and you have all of Minnesota coming from glass, like, you should be able to hold it down. And, like, how does Hook die again? I'm more concerned about this gunfight right here. Like, watch right here. Like, you have P1 spawns here. Oh, so Gunless dies right here crossing. It just looks like they tried this. So Gunless gets picked, and then Slasher backs up.
Absolute tear. It's a good job he did, to be honest with you, as I think Rokkr would have been staring down the barrel of only about a 5 or 10 point difference yet.
Wait. Yeah, like...
Would have been staring down the barrel of only about a...
I wonder why he looked... He must have got a call out, like, help me out in the hill or something. Because, like, Slasher gives up outer and gives himself bad timing. And, like, this is a really big kill, in my opinion. Because once they have outer, it becomes a very, very breakable. So, like, Slasher kind of, like, goes in to help his teammate, number 5, where I think that was kind of number 6's job, to go in the number and help number 5, and then Slasher hold outer or shoulder outer. Like, Slasher should have never turned his back here. So, like, Slasher turns his back here. This must have been a communication thing. Because Slasher's a very smart player. So I'm assuming there was a communication thing where, like, number 5 calls for help or something of the sort. because I think number 6 should have been the one to help the hill, and then number 8 should have been the one to hold outer, and then number 7 should come off spawn here and hold the pinch. Watch. He should come off spawn here and hold this middle pinch right here. Right? So, like, number 6 could have peeked the pinch and then helped the hill. Number 8 should have never taken his eye off that outer right there, because as soon as he dies here, look what happens. Now, he's forced to pick up outer. There's no one in the hill to help number 2 and 3 on number 5. And now, look, this is the chain reaction that we were talking about. Like, look at the chain reaction. He dies. These guys collapse. And now it just becomes, like, you know, kind of shitty. And then as soon as this break happens, this is where, you know, LAG breaks down. Because then Minnesota holds it, takes the lead. There's 18 seconds left. And now, again, LAG can try and, you know, stay ahead of here. And they can still win this game. But that break should have won them the game right there. That game, that hold should have won LAG the game, and it doesn't.
Around 100 points in the lead at one stage, Bryce. Minnesota have come roaring back into it. That second rotation was sublime.
The gunning, it looks like they've finally managed to match firepower with firepower attached. Sliding into Slasher, trying to find him standing around the back as well. It's all Rokkr again!
But even this, though, it's like, dude, it looks so weird. Like,
very, very quickly. Yeah.
So, like, again, LAG has the spawns and has the setup. Like, they get broken on one of the more easy hills to hold is this P1 when you have the spawns that they had and they kind of fuck up. And then, like, again,
for the LAG, they need to.
They have no one watching the glass push through. Asim kind of takes a shitty challenge. Dom that was unnecessary. And they have all of street. Like, as soon as this guy is street and you guys have a guy in hill, like, you have this lane locked down for the most part, and you kind of have the front door locked down. Obviously, you have to trust your teammate to win that fight. All you have to do is make sure they don't cross into B-Dom here, and then they don't push through outer and flank you. And they just, like, don't prioritize the correct stuff. Because the reason why I say that is, like, look, like, as soon as, look, number 7 dies, and then number 6 dies, and number 6 dies, he calls, like, he calls, like, yo, they're at old. Like, this guy gets your street, and this guy gets the hill. Like, I personally think, like, they should just hold their lanes, and they don't. Like, they push through, and they're just not expecting this. So they kind of catch LAG with their pants down here, and then they kind of come roaring through B-Dom and stuff, and then they flip them that way. Like, they just kind of left this lane, like, wide open for Minnesota to take, and Minnesota takes it, and then they win it, and then obviously they break down. So, like, those 2 breaks were just really tough. Like, LAG should have won that game. They just had really two really poor holding setups right there that they didn't really work with each other. That could have been a communication issue, but yeah, Rokkr definitely capitalized on their mistakes there. And then skipping forward here, like, I don't want to, you know, this was kind of just a slam session. You play Minnesota in a Game 5 S&D, you never really want to be there because Minnesota's pretty good at S&D, right? Look, Minnesota wins 6-4, 6-2. LAG, you never want to lose 2 S&Ds in a series, period. Even if they're a good S&D team, you have to be good enough. Again, kind of like we were talking about, you have to be a complete team. Like, you have to win those S&Ds a little bit more consistently. So losing 2 of the same game mode is usually an issue, no matter what, if it's hardpoint or search. But Minnesota, if you want to beat Minnesota, your recipe cannot be Game 5. So they needed to take this, obviously, right here. They don't, and then they play Bocage SND and kind of get slammed. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just, you know, Minnesota capitalized on their mistakes at the end right there, and they made good plays. So that was GG's. All right. Next up is the last match that we will talk about. Videos, Toronto versus Ultra. All right, so we're going to skip past this first map. We're going to highlight it a little bit, but we're just going to say that JCap was recovering like he tweeted, and we're going to go from there. I don't know whose account Cap was playing for, but it would be kind of like if I, you know, took over for BZ. I think we would get slammed, you know? Like, I don't know what happened to LA Thieves here, but let me just give you guys a quick statistic, because I am a big fan of LA Thieves in the sense of how they play their hardpoints. You guys know this. I talk about this every single podcast. They're 12-2 in hardpoint. Before yesterday's match, they're 12-2 in hardpoint. So, you know, what? They're 13-3 in hardpoint now, I'm pretty sure. So, they're the best hardpoint team in the game, right? Statistically. They are very good. They're very organized. You know, the best hardpoint team in the game doesn't get 109 point clubbed. So, I was pretty impressed with how Toronto plays this, and I was a little surprised to see them come out so slow. I think this was an off chance of them just kind of getting slammed and losing full, and it kind of spirals out of control. And, like, obviously, Toronto is a fucking fantastic team. So, I don't think you see this happen again. I think this was like a rare sighting of LA Thieves kind of starts off slow. Toronto's an incredible team. You start off slow against an incredible team, you get fucking slammed. So, LA Thieves, we don't know what happened this map. You know, we're just going to skip over. Cap made the joke that he was recovering for one of his players. Maybe he was. You know, it would have been the same thing if I was. So, GG's. You know, shit happens. They get bodied. It happens. No big deal. So, we're just going to skip forward. As you can see, Envoy's not playing well. Draza's not playing well. Octane's not playing well. Kenny's the only one even close to positive at 26 and 26. And then Cammy slamming. Bance is slamming. Cleanex is playing all right. And Insight's doing his job. So, Ultra just looked invincible that map. And then they come out hot. Maybe they were trying to bounce back after the whole drama yesterday. Who knows? But, yeah, definitely not the best thing. And, you know, they kind of bounce back here, though. So, LA Thieves takes these next 3 Tuscans. And this is where, like, if you're an LA Thieves fan, right, you're a little bit scared. You're playing Tuscan, you know, Search and Destroy, and you're playing Control. Like, these 2 game modes specifically, you're not feeling that good at, you know, the whole thing. Doesn't really matter. They bounce back and they win what they need to win. And that was the impressive part for me. If you're an LA Thieves fan, right, like, you were a little scared of the Search and Destroy and the Control, the fact that they win these and bounce back shows you how good of a team that they can be, right? Like, do you condone cheating in professional esports? What? Okay. Tuscan Search and Destroy. We're gonna go to that. So yeah, really quick. Again, statistics for LA Thieves. Like, dude, they're 3 and 6 in Search and Destroy before yesterday's matches, and they're 3 and 4 in Control. So this is just not looking that good. And like, LA Thieves bounce back. They're obviously putting in their practice, and this is kind of what I was just saying about auto vetoes and stuff. Like, you don't want to have like game modes or not being a complete team. And LA Thieves having JCap as their coach, he's obviously one of the smartest minds in Call of Duty, if not the smartest mind in Call of Duty. He's not going to let that happen. Like, this team is solid from top to bottom, coaching staff to players, everything. They're going to be practicing and working on their issues. So this was good plays out of them. They come back. They get slammed first map. We'll watch some of the Search and Destroys really quick. You know, some of the stuff here.
Now this player on the late flank, if you are Cleanex, all you want to do is just stay alive. Keep the man advantage on your side, but he's actually been able to work his way behind Draza, finds that kill, makes it a 4v2.
And this is going to be one of the scarier positions where a guy like Cleanex can work over at P5. Got to be kidding me. Dobie, an absolute demon on the map, but thankfully for Envoy, he's at least able to even things up a bit, but right.
JCap smartest mind in COD. He's definitely one of them. That's not even an argument. JCap is definitely one of the smartest minds in COD. I'll die on that hill.
On cue, fire back with 2
I will die on that hill.
Ultra secure our first round.
JCap is definitely one of the smartest minds in Call of Duty.
First foot onto Octane bottom church. Once they find that first kill, they already had full.
I don't think that's a hill that I'm dying on by myself either. I think that's
all the way across.
I think that's pretty much common sense.
Forces into a 3v3. You allow Draza to be a playmaker, to potentially hit a late flank or something. But the fact that Cleanex was able to maneuver his way around, finesse his way into bottom.
Hey, the Patriots don't condone cheating. Yes, I condone cheating. I love cheating. I am a cheater myself. I cheat in Call of Duty. I cheat in Warzone. I cheat in ranked play, and I love cheating. Done.
P5 and then eventually behind Draza basically shuts down any hope of confidence the Thief has to try to win that round.
See what the Thieves can do on their opening attack. Quite a bit of mid-presence, specifically player 6, Draza.
Can we get to listen in to Thieves? Well, that was on the map 4, right? Didn't they listen in to map 4?
And it appears that Ultra, a lot of forces established over at field. They are 4 strong. And the problem being is that Thieves have got no visuals on it. Cleanex there to make him pay. The lack of visuals toward one of the primary lanes of the map. Cleanex so confident he hops on the defuse, for God's sake. Everybody's staring at him. I can't believe that Toby would do such a thing.
We'll watch the map 4. Listen in.
Draza shuts him down. 25 seconds left. Thieves in a great spot for the moment, as it's now going to be all on to Cammy. 20 seconds left.
Cammy, he knows that at least one player is going to be
fire. Oh my God.
Not able to pick up
holy shit.
And with 14 seconds left, he almost had the potential to make it a 1v1. A clutch just be this time.
We're really just going to skip through this.
Kenny,
I want to watch the hard points and stuff.
Lines it up.
Ooh. Hey. Ooh, he almost got a collateral right there. So yeah. So right here, dude, their game mode that they're not that good at. Obviously, Toronto's been struggling in SND too, so this is obviously really good for Thieves to win this. But Thieves has defense right here. They probably, you know, are not in the best spot here. They lose this, but then they're in offense right here, and they should close it out. So
Toronto much more slower attack. We've seen them, or rather defense, excuse me.
Hello,
all
Teep.
kinds of different things on defense.
Or no, sorry, not
They've
Teep.
set
Jesus.
forward field. They've
Tico,
rushed
wait.
this time.
Tico, is that the real Tico, bro? It is, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Tico, for the sub. Everyone, welcome a FaZe fucking legend to the stream, baby. Yo, how you doing, Tico, my man? Fucking love you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Everyone show some love to the legend, Tico. Little subscription at tier 1. I thought I looked to the right and saw Teep for a second.
Time around.
All right, but yeah. So LA Thieves are in a spot where they have offense. They should be able to win this, and then like yeah, so they win that. That's good. That's good right there. Skipping through this, the control.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sight meanwhile expires some shots through the at both times. It's early on. Andraza looks to apply the pressure inside of Church as well. Really just trying to keep Cammy, but finally does have
Skip forward. Skip forward.
retake. Drops. It's that 8 point.
And then they have defense. And then LA Thieves does a pretty good job here, but they don't obviously succeed. And then this is where like again, Thieves do a good job in the TDM. This is why I really don't like how teams like the kills like matter so much, because then Thieves get defense right here, and then again like this is kind of like their game to win. Like you can win those offenses, but they're just harder to. And then like look, dude, like 7 to 10. They somehow get B, which is actually surprising, but even that, like, you can still hold down A. Like, I don't know. They just played this well, and then Thieves just, like, get the kills. They win. Kind of crazy control right there, but still, yeah.
But the Thieves, they respond, they hold, now they take a commanding lead, up 2-1 in the
What's up? Appreciate you. Love seeing you on the morning drive, and streams are a vibe. Yo, Tico, I appreciate that, man. I fucking love you, homie. I really do appreciate you dropping by today, dude. All right, let's go to this Thieves listening.
Oh, this can start to get scary.
And right here, if you're a Toronto Ultra fan, yes, you're an incredible team. Toronto is an incredible team. But if you are down 1-2 to LA Thieves and you have to rely on a hard point to win and bring yourself back, percentages are not in your favor. LA Thieves is an incredible hard point team. As you guys always know, I tip their hard point. As I say this all the time, I sound like a broken record. But yeah, they are just really good at hard point right now. They look really good, and that's just what it is. So you skip forward here. Where's this listening? I want to listen. Where's this listening, dude?
I'm over at that last hard, going down to the finds himself for what's about to be a fight.
Shooting lights out. 25 seconds left. Break in. You're gonna be the Ultra in this final.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
We got a tie game. We got a tie game.
Church as well. A great hard point to lock on in, but we talk about stats. We talk about holding numbers, and that's when Bance starts to get excited. A flank opportunity. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. That'll be Bance for one, setting up his teammates for the second. Top Church. Great work from Toronto. As they break in successfully, they also flip the spawns, and Bance, he's going to find 4 in a row.
Great job out of Bance. Didn't really have the hot start to this game, but on a force speed potentially.
Yeah, listening was perfect. Where is it?
To the able to work his way by and flip these spawns now for the Ultra.
Yeah, great trigger discipline coming in there at a Kleenex as he'll allow for the teammates to run on through.
Skipping. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The Ultra.
Okay, here we
Give
go.
them a 40-point lead, but you have to still think about the rotation, and you already see Kleenex.
Ultra's in a slump right here.
And flip these spawns now.
Yeah, they're not in a slump. They're fine, man.
Coming in there
I wouldn't even consider losing a slump. Like they lost to 2 great teams on an online match. It's not a slump.
Let's see how the comms are sounding. Let's
They're
go
fine.
to now with the LA Thieves.
I don't even think it's fair to call it a slump. It's 2 matches. All right, listen in time.
Nice challenge. Top blue camp. Top blue camp first guy. Wait, I'm in. Dead. Deep left. Last 2 roofs. Play your lives. Let us get there. I have the cross. Strong closer. He's already close. I stunned it. Yeah. They're detonated multiple. I'm nading him. Window.
Shit on.
Could flip. No. They're here. I'm coming. I'm coming. Play close. He's like, get nades for him. Yeah, I got you. I'm on their side. Cammy dead. Full health, right side, back right premium in the door. Back right premium in the door. I got a nade for you. Damien is old. He's that old. We're missing Ben. I'm missing Ben. Go. I'm one shot. I'm already Ivy. We flipping or what? No, I don't think so. Old. I'm in front window. I have all their side of the hill. Okay, I have all of their side of the hill. Okay.
Yo, I can't get it.
You're good. I have it. I can call it. I still have all their side of the hill.
I'm
feeling it. I give a pinch. Weak. Absolute. Mid lane, that's one. Their side last. Ivy side last. I
Ivy, weak.
I need over.
I'm gonna hit it.
I hit on it. I'm challenging. Got a tree. Yeah, challenge. On tree. Cammy their side. Cammy mid.
Cammy mid. I don't know.
Wait.
On sentry.
There you.
Alright, Cammy there. I'm just living. Get nades if we can. He's on sentry. I'm gonna nade over.
Hitting you. Are you?
I nade over. Both our side challenge you.
Reset, guys. Reset.
Right after that.
1 sec, Chantless.
Yeah. Are you Cammy? Absolutely you.
Absolute you.
I have their mid. I'm looking at your P5 on me. Inside. Help them, Sam. Hold mid.
Sammy, really weak. What's there you too?
Top woman.
I hate them. What's there you?
What can I get P5, bro?
Okay.
That's two. Missing one. Cam. I have time. Leave. I don't think he's in the back, bro. Missing Cammy.
Short. They're gonna flip.
You're gonna flip.
Information, and then some more information. LA Thieves, pretty much the exact opposite of the way that Toronto really said in regards to the communication, Jay, but it was all great stuff.
I loved every single second of that listening because you can just tell the team is clicking. The chemistry is there, small talk is there, and the reassurance as well to keep in mind of what players are alive, what players are dead.
I just want to, I was going to say what Study is saying. I was just listening to see what they said about it. The biggest thing in that communications for me was Sam. I know everyone was talking about this, but it wasn't Sam just being like a leader. First of all, stepping up like a leader like that is really, really important in games like this, especially, like when you're in, like, we all get to watch with Codcaster, but when you are in the mix with the minimap being smaller, it comes down to this. Ben first guy. Like, all right, he's dead. Cammy first guy. Like, all those kind of comms are the most important. Everything else he was doing very well. Like, obviously, very typical comms. But the thing with this game with squad spawns is someone gets through and you lose track of people. That's where this game gets really, really confusing really, really quick. So Sam being able to say, yeah, Alec does the same thing for us. Alec is so important in that sense. And like Sam doing that is probably one of the big reasons why they're so fucking good at Hardpoint. It's just knowing who's alive and who you have to look for. Because like, bro, if you're saying Sam, Cammy's first guy. And like, 20 seconds goes by and you can't find Cammy, or 15 seconds on rotation goes by and you kill 3 people, you can't find Cammy. Cammy's behind you. So now you start checking your corners. He doesn't flip you on the squad spawns and you're good to go. So like Sam's like entire leadership of like comms right there are incredible. And like that, like if that's the Sam you want to see if you're an LA Thieves fan. Like in general, obviously, like Sam's a friend of mine. Like, yeah, Sam is like that is what you want to see. That is impressive fucking shit. Like, that is typical comms. And it's not even about how organized he was keeping them and how organized he was keeping the game, but all, like, the super, super important comms that go really, really missed, those are the most important ones. So, Sam's communication was fucking awesome. And, Chancellor, so what is Toronto's record right now? What is Toronto's record right now, Sam? Chancellor? Because I was talking about their last 2 matches I wouldn't consider a slump, but are they really 1-7? 1-7 in what? Am I tripping? Toronto. Before we go any farther, where's Toronto? TOR. They're 3-2. So they've only lost 2 matches. Or they're 2-3. They're 2-3, so they lost 3 matches. They lost to Seattle, LA Thieves, and Optic. The Optic one was a little bit weird because, yeah, I think they weren't playing that good, but, like, they were obviously mentally chalked, the whole fucking thing. But still, I think Optic was playing better than them anyway. But still, that the whole thing sucked. And then Seattle, they lost to Game 5, Round 11, which honestly they should have won if they just checked the bomb. So that was like a really tough one against a good team at the time too. Like, Seattle was fucking frying. Seattle's a good team. And they lose to LA Thieves. So like, yeah, if you don't want to be the team that isn't winning against these top teams, so you can consider it like a minor slump. I would say a minor slump, like a little minor slump for Ultra standards. Like, obviously they could be playing better, but it's not like panic button slump. When I hear the word slump, I think panic button. Maybe that's just me, and maybe that's like a wrong opinion of me. So like, that's why I kind of said like I wouldn't consider a slump. So yeah, you're right. I would say a minor slump. Yeah, you're completely right. I stand corrected on that.
And who's the last player that they're looking for? Octane really stepping up in the
You gotta win.
leading
Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Close games never get you what you want, you know. So.
And that's been great comms coming in from the Thieves.
But yeah, game 5, round 11, it is what it is, man. Like sometimes you lose them.
At this P2 hardpoint with 20 seconds left, Ultra.
Yeah, you have very high standards if you're Ultra, right? So.
Right now, if you're the Ultra, right, because you got to go for the rotation.
But it's not. But they lost to Thieves and Optic, who are also both really, really good teams. So, and also Seattle. But Seattle's obviously a great team too. But still, you want to win those matches, right? You don't want to be 0-3 against them. So I get it.
With Thieves spawning over at roofs, these fights are
I don't know.
that much more
After this listening though, with how organized they sound, dude, like I don't know. LA Thieves just looks fucking locked. LA Thieves looks locked, and then they win this shit. Like LA Thieves is organized, on point. They know who they're looking for. They know when they're rotating. They know what they're doing. They know when they're like just everything looks great for them, and they win. And like we kind of said, LA Thieves on Tuscan Hardpoint. I'm pretty sure they beat us by like what, 1 point? I'm pretty sure it was like a 3-point game or something. It was a really close one, but I'm pretty sure they've never lost it, right? I think we were the only team that made it close. No, they've lost it once. So they lost Tuscan once. So they're 5-1 in Tuscan Hardpoint now. We almost beat them, but we lost, and you know, a loss is a loss. And then they lost it once. So yeah, they're very good at Tuscan Hardpoint, and they're very good at Bocage. They got slammed on Bocage, which was kind of surprising. But yeah, dude, Tuscan Hardpoint, LA Thieves is probably a little bit more in favor there, and they just look great. So GG's all around. Phase down. Yeah, phase down, bro. We got smoked on that. We got smoked. That was when we were trying to hold the pinch or some shit, right? That was like the really close game. But wait, phase 1? Wait, I don't think we won the Tuscan Hardpoint. Did we lose? We lost we lost Tuscan Hardpoint to LA Thieves. What are you talking about? Phase beat them by 1? Am I faded? No, we did not. We did not beat them on Tuscan Hardpoint. We lost to it. Yeah, okay. We lost by 1 point. The strafing run. A BZ fucking team killed the strafing run. And Alec died on the pinch to Envoy. You lost. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we fucking lost, bro. Phase down. Phase fucking down. We lost. Yeah, phase down. But yeah, so this is just a great team. And they play good. So, GG. LA Thieves looks really good. Obviously. Again, their respawns are stellar. They have some work to do in 2 and 3, but not by much, though. They looked good. So, G freaking G's. Is there any other questions you guys have about Call of Duty CDL stuff before we move on? Yeah, dude. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Morning Crowd. If people are watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and all that stuff. But I think that is it for the matches. It's just so weird. The one thing I struggle with really quick before we end this episode completely, this is like a good time, right? Like I don't want to like watch every single map super in depth because we can be here for 3 hours. And honestly, I really only have 4 hours to play Call of Duty before I have to go do my job. So like, it's kind of tough for me to sit here for like, 3 hours and watch these. And I don't want to like extend these episodes too much. So I'm just trying to break down the key moments and hard points, the turning points, and like some of the cool rounds at S&D, and then talk to you guys. So hopefully, I mean, you guys enjoy this, right? We're all good. What do you guys think of the episode? We guys like it? Oh, predictions. Yep. See, dude, I knew I was messing something up. All right, predictions. 1 second. I got all my predictions wrong yesterday, so that's good. Pretty sure I got every single prediction wrong yesterday. Let's go see. I'll tell you right now. Schedule. Major. Here we go. Pretty sure I got all my predictions wrong yesterday, so that was good. You do a great job. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I always try and like provide the best insight I can and stuff. It's just like sometimes I feel like I talk too much. I don't know. I'll get better at it. I promise. All right, but here we go. All right, Sunday, February 20th, we got London Royal Ravens versus Seattle Surge. Now, this is going to be a good fucking match. Ravens look good, but they've also, they've lost. And then Seattle looks like they're, after yesterday's match, they could have been a little mentally chalked. You don't really know what to expect, right? Like, are we going to see the Seattle that we know and love and they bounce back fucking super strong? Probably, in my opinion. I think we're going to see a really good Seattle today. But at the same time, I don't know. So, what do you guys think? You think Ravens take it 3-2? You think Seattle continues to struggle here? You think it's a close game? Man, this is a toss-up. I don't want to count Ravens out because they're so fucking good. But, I think Seattle right now... So, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, London is a very good breaking team in hardpoint, and Seattle is a very good rotational team. I don't think you're going to be able to break Seattle very easily. I'm going to give the edge to Seattle. I think this is going to be a close game. I think Surge needs to bounce back to their form that they know they can play at, and I think that I wouldn't be worried about that. So I think Seattle bounces back and takes this series. But it's going to be close. And I think this will be the test to see if Seattle is in like a little minor slump, kind of like what we were talking about with Toronto. If Seattle struggles here, then obviously they need to fix some like kinks in their gameplay, right? Like they're obviously, something's going wrong and they're struggling a little bit. So I think this is a big test for Seattle to see like where they're at, because obviously yesterday's match was a little weird with that replay, and give them the benefit of the doubt. But if they struggle here, then they're gonna have to figure out some like mistakes that they're making. And then London Royal Ravens has been looking pretty good this year, and they've proved a lot of people wrong. They have some stuff to work on too in their hard point and stuff. So we'll see. I think Surge bounces back, but this is a scary team to play. London is a very good team. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think London, like what it's like, yeah, London's 3-2. There's no way they're 3-1. Yeah, no, the London's 3-1. I'm pretty sure. So like London just looks good, and Seattle looks really good too. They look good at the kickoff. I don't think the kickoff really means anything anymore since it was like a while ago. Like moving forward, like the game has progressed. I don't know. This is going to be a really big test for Seattle against a really good London team. I'm hoping that Seattle bounces back and, gives one of my fucking predictions right, because I got smoked yesterday. But we will see. If London takes out Seattle here, they're really, really fucking good, man. Like they're looking really good, and then Seattle has to fix some stuff. Boston versus Texas. I think Texas takes this. I think Texas bounced back really strong. I think Texas looks really good. The only thing that would scare me versus Boston is I think Boston's S&D, even though they did go 0-2 on it yesterday, I think Boston's S&D is a pretty scary, it's a pretty scary thing to play against. That could, come to bite Texas in the ass, but I think Optic's going to close this one out. Boston 3-0 because no F8. Boston 3-2. I think if it goes to Game 5, Boston takes this, but I think Optic's got some confidence flowing after the last match. I'm going with Optic. Atlanta FaZe versus New York. Obviously, we don't really do, we don't really do our own predictions. Obviously, I hope my team wins. Yeah. And that's it. Oh, there's only 3 matches. Thought there was a 4th. Okay, so I think it goes, I'm going to go Seattle Optic. Oof, man. We'll see, though. I think this is going to be the best match of the day in the sense of, like, predictions-wise out of the two. I think this match is going to be, like, a really big tell for both teams. I think this is a big match just for, like, confidence and, like, to see where you're at and all that stuff for both teams. I think Optic's flowing on confidence after the way they played their last match. Even though the whole F8 stabilizer and stuff, that affected Toronto negatively, I don't think that affected Optic at all. Like, I don't think they are, like, sitting there thinking, like, oh, we had F8 on, that's why we won. Like, they don't give a fuck. They won 3-0. You know what I mean? So I think they're going to have some... fucking confidence just after playing really well. I don't think that affected them at all in, like, a negative way. I think the whole drama didn't affect them. Like, I think they come out of that completely untouched because it kind of went in their favor and they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So I think Optic takes it. But yeah, those are my predictions. And again, that's it for the Morning Crowd episode. We're going to switch over to